What is up, guys? It's YouTube time. I'm here with
Acewift.
and today we're going to be talking about a topic. I'm going to be offering some No Man's Sky gameplay because I really do enjoy the game, but our topic is very interesting for today. So, YouTuber Jacksepticeye asked the question and I wanted to shed some light onto it. Will the game No Man's Sky get repetitive? Now, if you don't quite know what the game is, which you'd be like magical if you haven't heard of this game.
You have to be living under a rock to not know what No Man's Sky is.
Exactly. So basically, No Man's Sky is the like dream type of game, like the game you thought would never type happen. So each planet is generated on a computer code base. That sounds really retarded. I don't know how exactly it works. So, No Man's Sky is generated, and after No Man's Sky is generated, these planets are generated, and there is a total of like 4 quintillion planets, right?
18 quintillion.
Yeah, I was way off actually, but yeah. So there's that total amount of planets, and they're all randomly generated.
Not including moons either, or suns or anything like that, just planets.
Yep. Or black holes. That is in the game too.
Or black holes.
So this
yeah,
is
I'm
like
going to one
oh
right
fuck. Oh, I fucked that jump up. But yeah, this game's really cool. You collect materials such as iron, plutonium, aluminum. Aluminum's pretty useless though.
Yeah, I sell it.
Yeah.
That's
So
the thing I use it for. Sometimes.
a lot of the planets too, you need to collect like zinc and titanium to keep recharging your hazard protection. But anyway, so Jacksepticeye asked the question, and I started to really think about it. Will No Man's Sky get repetitive soon? So what that means is that people will actually get bored because there is like too many planets to go and explore.
Yeah, like going to planets and doing the same thing over and over will eventually get boring.
Yes, but the question is
yeah.
Will it happen fairly quickly, or will it happen in like maybe a couple years?
Oh, personally, I think it'll stay like, well, it depends on how much you play, of course. If you keep it your playtime at a medium level, I think it'll take a little bit to get repetitive. But if you're like binge playing this game, you may get a bit bored. What's your opinion on it?
Well, I like to think of it as an open-end perspective almost. Kind of like the same thing is you should probably try to balance on how much you play the game. But even if you did play it every day, there's always new stuff you're gonna explore. So it's very interesting, and we'll see how it all happens. But I think if I give you guys some gameplay and show you guys how you play the game really, you guys might be able to maybe start to see on how it could get repetitive.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a No Man's Sky video, but I didn't want to do just a No Man's Sky video, if you know what I mean. I didn't want to do it. It was like, yeah, this game's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah.
I can see how the game can get repetitive with, like, go to a system, collect what you need for,
part of a ship or units,
the fuel your hyperdrive. Go more towards the center. Get more supplies to fuel your hyperdrive. Go more towards the center.
Upgrade your ship.
I'm personally going towards a black hole. I am almost to the black hole too.
Yeah.
I have like one.
Ace has probably played a lot more of the game than I have. I've barely got my.
Hardly anything either.
I've barely got my hyperdrive, and traveled to a couple new systems. Whoa.
Seems like once you get an Atlas Pass V1, the game becomes a lot easier with the jumping because those little debris always carry antimatter.
Yeah.
That's pretty useful, I'd say.
But yeah. So with No Man's Sky, you go around and explore these places. But it might be the case of you exploring so many places, it gets boring. Now that'd be really hard because of all the amazing places you can explore on the game. I'll show you right now some of the places I've explored. You can rename these places. Yeah. But they're all very different. It won't really let me look at it for some reason.
Oh, I got suspension fluid actually.
Oh, well, there you go. You have to use... No, that's not it. There you go. So there's a lot of places like really foresty, you know. And I like those type of places. There's a really big variation of everything, if you notice. What do you think about that, though, Ace?
The variation is actually very random. It's also procedurally generated, just like the whole game.
Yep.
Like all the animals, no one has ever seen any of the animals you're seeing. And oh crap, one sec, my life source is dead.
Yeah, but yeah, everything in this game is unique. Now, even though a lot of the ships and stuff do look like rip-off from like Star Wars and such not, they are still different and new. I'll show you what I mean once I go to like a spaceship, one of the places in space. What is it called? Space station. Yeah. I was like, is it called something else? And I was like, oh wait, no, it isn't.
Base station.
Yeah. And I'm still exploring a lot of the game. Just recently I got attacked by like space pirates. And those guys they're pretty OP. Tough. Overpowered. Yeah. It's over here. We'll arrive there in 2 minutes. But I could see how the game gets repetitive, especially since all the traveling you'll be doing in the game.
That's true, there's a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
And the wait times are kind of annoying too. Like, if you want to get to that planet over there, say, well, you're gonna have to wait a little bit because, well...
Yeah.
You have to have time to get over there, and you kind of have to wait a little bit to travel. Well, like there's a wait time. Yeah. I kind of wish that was kind of cut out, but it's in the game. So
yeah. At the same time, I'd like to start talking about just making a big difference between the positives and the negatives about the game. So let's start about the negatives. It really isn't too many. One of the big ones, which everybody's freaking out about, but I kind of care, but I kind of don't, is the multiplayer. The multiplayer is just, everybody's bonkers about it because they say Sean Murray lied to us. There's no multiplayer. But if you think about it, do you know how hard that would be to make? Think to yourself then, can you make a game that can generate 18 quintillion planets and involve multiplayer? I don't think so. There's still online services too, so you'll find other people's planets.
Yeah, you can still see other people's discoveries and stuff like that. You just can't see
them. Which, I don't know why so many people are freaking out about it. They're acting like they caused 9/11 or something, you know? It's just crazy. They're like, man, Sean Murray's a douche, kill himself. Like, Jesus, man, he's just making he just made a game.
What if he never said anything about multiplayer? What would you think about the game then? Just think about that for a second.
Yes.
Would you like the game if the multiplayer was never ever talked about? And
so there isn't a multiplayer. Out and said
it's supposed to be a single player experience. It was never supposed to be a multiplayer experience, ever, even if it was multiplayer.
Yeah, because it would be so hard to find somebody else. But somehow these two people did it in the 24 hours, which that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's like, the fuck? The fuck? What?
That's how many people got online to play this game.
I just got all confused. That scared me.
So
some weird stuff happened on this planet. Okay.
What else? What's another negative? There's in spaceships and stuff.
I'm scared.
But you know, there's nothing too big that's a glitch. You know? Have you noticed any big glitches? I forgot
crashes.
Yeah, there's...
Crashes. Which is substantially annoying.
Yeah.
It's always when you're jumping, really. And it's actually really annoying when that happens. It's just like, it's not gonna kill the game, of course. Like you can,
It's really annoying though
It'll
if
just
you
start
find a
from the last save
really
point.
cool, yeah, but that's the problem is if you forget to save, and then you have to go all the way back.
That is true.
Do you remember how to switch from mining beam to boltcaster again?
Triangle.
Triangle? Oh, I always thought it was the D-pad. I'm a retard.
I don't know what.
Yeah, I really don't know that much about the game.
Okay, this planet has literally nothing to movement. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm also playing the game.
Yeah. And so that's how we're both talking about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, when I first saw exosuits, I thought it was gonna be more like Advanced Warfare. I was actually kind of afraid. I was like, oh god, please, no, no. I love Advanced Warfare, but I don't want that in No Man's Sky. No, that was a joke if you guys couldn't tell. That game is garbage. It's dead. Even Merc... If Merc Music, who spent over like $1,000 on supply drops for the game, says it's dead, that usually means the game is dead.
Mm-hmm. And they added a bunch of webs after everyone stopped playing it too, which is sad.
Yeah. So, another downside to No Man's Sky would be... I don't know. I don't want to be too nitpicky either.
So you go into it not really have... If I never looked at anything before the game released, and didn't know what the game was, didn't know anything about it, and came into it, would I recommend it still? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
It's
the
not
other
a bad game.
that is another problem is the game doesn't tell you how to play it. You kind of learn it.
True.
And that
was a
could
bit
be
hard for me
hard.
at first, 'cause
Yeah.
I got confused.
I got it confused either. Well, as well.
True. Everyone gets a little bit off at first because it's like, what am I? Unless you watch someone else play the game before,
Yep.
you're probably not gonna know what to do, guys. It's
Oh wait. Oh, I thought I just got the Atlas V1 pass. I probably would have freaked out. Be like,
you have to find those
giggity.
two people. What are them? Oh, the Sentinels apparently are hostile here. Great. Yeah, I really wanted that, didn't I?
Yeah.
At least it gives you variation, right?
Hmm. So how to upgrade your exosuit and stuff that's probably a big topic too on the game is like how do you do this? So basically you go around finding the drop pods to upgrade your exosuit.
Dude, they were not lying. The Sentinels here are freaking mean. They just saw me and just attacked me out of nowhere.
Oh. That's weird.
I didn't do anything, dude. Messed. There's a T-Rex!
Oh, for real?
Dude, that's like exactly a T-Rex.
Dope. But yeah, that's probably the two worst things about No Man's Sky is it crashes and there's not multiplayer yet. That's really it, honestly.
Yep, okay, I need to leave this place. These drones are really freaking...
And there's no tutorial, but other than that, it's still a really awesome and fun game experience.
True.
So, on to the positives.
I really need to leave
This game has no end. With a lot of the popular games like Fallout 4, what genre would that be called? What's it called? Open world? Yeah. So a lot of open world games. Yeah. This game is you know, there's with a lot of the open world games, you usually will find yourself getting too bored because there's nothing you know, no excitement to it anymore. But I believe you'll find a really hard time trying to find that in this game. For the main reason being because it's open universe. It's not an open world game. Yeah, so you'll have so much fun exploring all these new planets that nobody's ever seen before. So you get to have like that exhilarating feel of like almost Indiana Jones. Except like an intergalactic version. Of course. But at the moment,
it's just like any game. Just like any game.
And that's yeah.
It's still a game. You gotta.
And that's kind of back to our main topic. Will No Man's Sky get boring soon? In my opinion, it'll take at least, I wouldn't say soon. I'd honestly say at least maybe almost a year, maybe 8 months before people forget about it or stop caring as much about it. But even then, I also don't think that'll happen if VR comes out with the game, because that is a topic. I'll probably do that for another video. If you guys want a video like that, make sure to drop a like. If you think your friends will enjoy the topic, make sure to share. Subscribe to see if when I do post it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.